John Piper with the Tuesday video, and it's Tuesday the 26th of March, and just a quick look to start with at KBC, Carat Gold Coin. I was recommending this at the beginning of last year when it was around, well, the pre-ICO was 0.5%. I mentioned risk reward ratios in the hundreds, and it's now going that way. We've seen a substantial move in the last few days, hit about 10 cents. So up about 20x at the moment. I've got a few things to say about that, but I'll look at the DAX first, as I know some of you aren't interested in things like crypto. But when it comes to risk reward, there is really no, well, very little alternative in my view. Right, on the DAX, I said in the weekend report that we had a fifth wave coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now there are alternative counts here, but let's stick with that one for the time being. I meant to say two other things actually at the weekend. One was that there seems to be a lot of people being bearish at the moment. When too many people are bearish, you tend to get bounces. So this bounce yesterday was no surprise. It looked like an ABC, and possibly the B down to here, maybe a bit further. I mean, this could be new impulsive action, but a C wave here would not surprise me at all at this point in time, because having seen this, if this is a 5, then another move up seems quite likely there, and then that would be a great shorting opportunity if that's correct. It's hard to count this as other than a corrective move, which tends to confirm this is impulsive. The only other major count I could come up with here, which I just briefly mentioned, is that maybe the 1 was here. 1, 2. That could be a 3. This could be a 4. So we could have this could be a fifth wave coming in which case it shouldn't be that protracted. But overall, my preferred count is that we're going to see one more rally up here before a more substantial decline. Right, the Dow peaked up here towards the end of February. Looks corrective at the moment. There's no really impulsive moves here. That also looks like an ABC. So I think there's more to come on the downside at the moment. ABC down to there, so a B wave rally would be fine with a C wave decline. I say that the DAX looks like we have the start of something important. On the Dow, it's arguably a correction, so I have to see how that develops. The other thing I meant to say at the weekend was that the statement by the Fed that they were not going to increase interest rates the rest of this year does seem to betoken a very weak economy. The economy can't stand any more interest rate hikes, then it can't be in very good shape. So that's not a very good indication for bull markets, and I suspect we are, well, I've been predicting for a while that we are due a peak. The peaks could have come in last year on all markets really, with the Wall Street seeing a failure this year. But this pattern here does at the moment supports more upside, but that could easily change very quickly. Right, FTSE no change. We got the one wave. I think the B is due. C. See how that develops. Well, gold is doing exactly what I expected to do. We've got the A wave. So we saw the peak around 1350. A wave. A. B. C. Not necessarily over yet, but we've now got a. Sorry, so let's put a B down. So we've now got a C wave decline due, which should give us a great opportunity for buying into gold, if you're not already into gold, of course. Well, I mean, I've been recommending gold for a while now, but I think this is the time to definitely be in, because I think a break above the 1360 levels is imminent in the next weeks and months. Well, back to KBC. Back down here, I mentioned that we had risk reward of 100 to 1. 200 to 1, even more than that. Now that's one thing. You've got a risk reward of 200 to 1. That's exceptional. A small sum of those kind of odds can grow into a very large sum. Okay. However, at this point here, we're at around 10 cents. We've already seen 20x. So we're now into slightly more mundane territory in crypto terms of 10 to 1, 5 to 1 maybe. So there are many cryptos that I'd expect to at least see 10x, 20x once the market turns. I think the turning point is very close. I've been saying this for a while now, but the chart patterns are supportive of an imminent bounce. The infrastructure is getting better and better. There's lots of things happening in the space. So holding down here was a bit of a no-brainer. Once you've got central profits, then there comes a time when you want to get some of the profits, bag them, maybe diversify into other cryptos, that kind of thing. I think the guarantee is at 40 cents. This is on the 4th of July. Okay, it's got to 10 cents. That's a pretty impressive rally all by itself. But I think 20 cents is likely, so I'm planning to start taking profit around the 20-cent level, or 1/3. I've got fairly substantial holding in KBC. If God willing, take a third around the 20 level, maybe another third around the 40 level, and let the rest run as it develops. That's my basic strategy. You may, of course, decide something differently. If you're holding KBC and you've got a substantial profit, there's certainly reason to hold. There's also reason to take partial profits, cover your costs, get in there for free, which is should now be easily done at these levels. Got this blip down, of course, but that's not really unexpected. I think it's quite healthy, in fact. But I'd expect to see the thing resume this bull trend into the July guarantee period. I mean, the guarantee is still a bit odd in market terms, rather unusual situation. But at the moment, there seems to be no reason to be too concerned. Well, to be too concerned about the position. So that's my overall view on Carrot Bank coin. Obviously, at the moment, it's turning out to be a great investment, and the higher it goes, the better it gets. But your risk is always present, and it's a matter of quantifying that risk with your own situation. I mean, for example, if having a position here, which may now be quite large, and that's giving you sleepless nights because you think, oh my God, what might happen, then I'd suggest you take some profits, because it's stupid to be in that situation. You don't want to be in a position where you're being emotionally driven by a position and liable to make moves at the wrong time. Anyway, if any of you have KBC and would like to chat about it, I'm happy to do that. I mean, it's an interesting situation, and obviously quite an important one, or could now be quite an important one for some of you. Right, on Bitcoin. In the weekend report, I said the odds were around 50-50, but this is so 50% that it's a 1, 2, 1, 2. But this continuing dithering is giving me some cause for concern. I mean, this could be a triangle, for example, which is obviously a corrective formation. It could be just a clear ABC of some description. The longer it goes on, I think the less likely it is to be impulsive, obviously. So a break below here becomes more likely. If we do see a break below there, then I think 2.5 may well hold it. But it's difficult to be too positive as this move continues. I'll just look at the action here. So this is an ABC down to here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can't be a 4 because it overlaps with 1, 2 too much. I mean, the one wave peaks around here, so that negates the sort of 5-wave count there. I mean, the 4,000 level obviously was only held very, very briefly. It's not too encouraging either. Difficult call, really. I'm not. There's no real positives, but no real negatives either. It's just going sideways, which is obviously a corrective formation within the downtrend. So, despite all the good stuff, it does look like we could see one more sell-off. Now, I think the odds have shifted now, so that I would say 60% another sell-off, 40% a rally from here, maybe slightly higher than that for the sell-off. That's all today. If anything useful, back to the report on Thursday morning. If anybody has any questions on this, please let me have them in the WhatsApp room or send me an email. Have a great day. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.